Well, good evening, everybody. Today we were playing a little bit of Firewatch. It's great to be back, filming and doing videos with you guys. I had somebody motivate me recently, and she asked me if I would play Firewatch and do a gameplay series on it for her. So here we go. If you haven't lived under a rock for the past couple of years, you know what this game is. It actually almost won Game of the Year, I believe. I could be wrong, but it is absolutely a captivating game. The art style, the gameplay, the characters, personalities, the storyline, everything is just... The game just gives me chills, really. So this intro right here will actually give you some backstory if you're not familiar with the game. I'm sure most of you will that will watch this. Everybody has their own way of playing games. So I don't look at it as another playthrough. I look at it as you get to see how I play the game and how I take in what is thrown at me. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and we'll get into it here. So it starts off with us seeing Julia. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with well-dressed professors and grad students from nearby CU Boulder. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. You approach her. You are drunk. I always love this part. So, what's your, major? Or you're pretty. I feel like Henry would be the you're pretty type guy. You're pretty, she says coolly. You are not. You are a future hangover. What? You reply confused. Someone should buy you a cheeseburger, she says. She flags you down a waiter, and 1 week later, you are Julia's boyfriend. So here we are. This is Henry leaving to go to a certain somewhere, which will be explained in this little intro. You're riding down the elevator right now to his truck. This game is so beautiful. We're in a parking garage and it's so beautiful. And the music is just to die for. I absolutely love the soundtrack to this game. I listen to it on Spotify all the time. Anyways, you date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. You move in and you share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beer just about anywhere. Life is good. Julia wants to get a dog. This intro just is amazing. There's a scruffy, undersized beagle. Julia is in love. She wants you to bring it with her to class. She wants to bring it with her to class. Gosh, I cannot read. I just got off work and it's 1:30 in the morning. So there's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German Shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking his dog. It's badass. So gotta go ahead with the shepherd, because I had a shepherd at one point. His name was Zeus, so we're gonna go with him. Mayhem's an excellent dog. He loves wrestling with you in the park and goes with Julia on her runs. Even though he's too big to bring to school, Julia loves him all the same. Mayhem is a friend, child, and pet, all rolled into one. 1979. Talk out on the deck. Summer. 9:30 p.m. The heat still radiates off of the high desert. What do you think about kids? She asks. Kids, not very smart, or good at much. Saying if you and I have a couple little idiots. Me personally, I think it'd be great. I want kids, so in that case, we should probably get married. Yeah, I'd like that, you say. These kids are going to be screwed up, though. It's probably for the best that their parents are hitched. You say she's absolutely right. So now here we are pulling up to the area, the Thoroughfare Trailhead. Let's go ahead and look at this here. Do not forget to check in. You're in their country. Learn to live with bears. And not recommended for inexperienced hikers. No fireworks. Absolutely. That'll be a key thing in the storyline. Two Forks region overview. Love it. Something that was pointed out to me in a video that I watched is that there's actually a hat here, and you can actually put it on. So, let's see. So what does it say? Cody, Wyoming. Okay. And there's a little fire danger sign. We're in extreme danger today, boys. That's for sure. Man. I think we go this way. Yeah. So when you get out, you kind of face this sign, so they kind of draw you this way. But it's always nice to kind of explore around. You don't really get to do that a whole lot in the story mode, but it's absolutely something to do. I'm in the free roam section, which I've yet to do. I actually really want to try it. So, 1980. It's a Thursday night, and Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call. You're worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk. She's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. In a relationship, I don't think it's the best to ignore a problem. I feel like you should always talk it out, but Henry's gonna get mad, so you call her an inconsiderate asshole. She tells you to fuck yourself and not to be such a baby. You call her selfish. She knows you meant it, and it hurts her feelings. 1981. Julia still likes to draw. She draws plants from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. Man, I don't know. I feel like I do this in real life, so I want to do that. Frolic like a Victoria's Secret model. Julia was right. You're very pretty. Sorry. I blanked out for a second there. Gosh, I cannot get over how absolutely beautiful this game is. Alright, let's go. The art style is just something, you'll probably hear me say this about 13,000 more times throughout this playthrough. I absolutely love it. It's simple indie games like this that really just get it for me. Two Forks Fire lookout, 8 miles still to go. Spacebar to climb over obstructions, and boom. Whoa, look at that sun. 1982. During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking Mayhem at night. There's a festival in town. It brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. Mayhem runs away. The dog, Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she is stressed. You confront the attacker. Scare him away. You reach into your pocket like you got a gun and threaten to kill him. You manage to scare away all three of you. Or no, you manage to scare all three of you, and he runs away. Julia asks to take a different path from that day forward. You guys say okay. You don't want to go that way either. From then on, you walk by the river. 1984. Plans to have kids get waylaid by work. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job. Associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. It would not be fair whatsoever to do this, ever. So I'm going to definitely go with agree if she commutes back and forth. You ask her if she'll commute back and forth. You don't want to move to Connecticut. She says that'll be hard. But she'll do it if you won't move. You tell her not to pass it up if that's what she wants. She agrees and she flies back to Boulder 3 times each semester. So the relationship is definitely going downhill, and it's very unfortunate. Julia is sent home from Yale on paid leave after having an episode. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that were important to her research. She didn't remember. She had simply loaned them to him just 2 days prior. She's found crying in the stairwell. You say that maybe you guys should talk to someone about it, or you make macaroni and drink wine and try to forget about it. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they were worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. She's 41. You both decide to keep it a secret for now. See, I can relate extremely well to this. My grandfather, unfortunately, had dementia and passed away a few years ago. And there's not a day that goes by where I don't absolutely miss him. But you both decide to keep it a secret for now. Here we are. Look at that Goldman light. It's awesome. Look at that. Gosh. If you know me, you know that I am just a sucker for this kind of, this outdoor area, this beautiful sunset. It's something incredible to me. Oh man, look at that. That's that Victoria's Secret model status right there, boys. Mayhem is getting older. He's got silver hair down his back and slows down at night. That sucks, man. You and Julia walk him to the bar to see your friends, and it feels like nothing has changed. Julia goes back to the university. 1987. Julia's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over for no particular reason and has to be brought home by the police. She's devastated. She is sent home on permanent medical leave. Some days you get the Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn child little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed to make love, and after 5 minutes she goes into a panic believing her dad is at the door. You tell her family, and they are crushed. They begin to make trips to and from their home in Australia to visit her. For a while, your friends come by with little things to brighten the day. She gets worse. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel, the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, and that somewhere with a 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple of months. You decide to move her to a full-time care facility, or you're determined to take care of her by yourself. That would be such an absolutely horrible decision. I can't even imagine having to put myself through that, and I can't imagine it. I can't. I gotta put her in a full-time care facility. Progressing a little bit further through, we're getting closer to the ending of the little intro here. Little ledge here, a little bit of a scary incident. That would not be good. Oh, hello there. Jeez, man, that thing's got some hops, man. Family agrees with your decision. You find a fantastic place in Boulder and move her there. You see her every day. Then, every other day. You go out to the bar with your old friends, and it's not the same. You get the feeling that every wife tells her husband, if you ever put me in a home like Henry did, I will cut your balls off. You slowly decide to not see your friends that much. 1989. Julia's sister Susan moves to Boulder to be close to her. She visits her every day. You go with her some of the time. Susan buys you an old typewriter and urges you to use it if you won't see a therapist. You won't. You've always really liked Susan. Months go by and Mayhem dies. Gosh, man, it's always the dog. Julia does not remember him when you tell her. Sometimes it takes her a minute to lock in on you. In the back of your mind, you believe it's because you see her less and less. Seeing her less and less makes her forget you more, you think. Summer is coming. You see an ad in the paper for a job. You take it. Alright guys, here we are. We're at the Lookout Tower. Gonna head on up here, and this is where things start to pick up. So, like I said, this is just absolutely a great game. We're gonna run, because I hate walking. Man, just look at that. It's a giant moon. Good lord. And there we are. turn on the power. There we go. We have a light.
Hello, Two Forks Tower.
Two
Forks Tower, this is Thoroughfare Tower. Come in.
Alright, we probably should say hey. Alright, I'm gonna left shift to activate, and we're gonna say hello.
Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said on the phone.
So, what's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
Excuse me?
People take this job to get away from something. So, what's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
That's a great idea. Go ahead.
Look, I just hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You take a stab at what's wrong with me.
Fine, then can I sleep forever?
Forever, that's me every day.
Sure, buddy. Okay, now go ahead.
I've already played through this entire game, but I absolutely love the dialogue. It gets me every time. Definitely the 3X ones.
You've killed 3 husbands. You're a black widow, and you're just out here until the heat dies down, and then you'll kill again.
Ooh, very good. Bravo, Henry.
Okay, I sleep now?
Not quite. Now you.
Okay, good night, bye.
Let's see. I don't know anything about you, but maybe you just really like trees. Maybe it's a borderline fetish. A tree fetish.
Good night.
Good night. Welcome to the job.
Tree fetish. Gosh, I'll tell you what, man. Like I said, this dialogue gets me every time. It's just... And a fun fact, if you're an Office fan, like I am...
Good morning,
Henry,
well,
the voice...
I guess good afternoon. You probably slept like a rock. Anyway, there's still a few hours of daylight to get some work in. I can see you at your desk, so call me when you're ready.
Anyways, the voice for Henry is actually a guy from The Office. When Pam goes to New York, she meets that guy that tries to convince her to stay, and gets her coffee and all this stuff. Anyways, that's the voice of him. That's who that is. Tomorrow's a big day. We're going to take a drive, but there's a guy coming by from the university to grab another box of books, and it was a real pain in the ass about doing it before I left. Means I got to get to catch the Nuggets game tonight. Not that Phoenix isn't going to take the series in 3 straight. It's always the next year. Not sure I'll get another chance to write until I'm settled in. I'm pretty sure the drive up to Lander is going to wipe me. Hiked in last night. Got lost a lot on the way here, and then met my boss, Delilah. Real piece of work. Hopefully we don't have to talk too much. Maybe I'm just grumpy from lack of sleep. Didn't get a wink last night. Was pretty sure there was a bear sniffing around my tent. I actually made a good fire last night. Flipped through Julia's journal. Still feel weird about having it, but Susan thinks it's a good way to, what's the word she said? Stay connected to the real jewels. But I was sitting there looking at it, and I don't know if that was a good idea for me to keep doing that. Didn't feel good, and yeah, like I said, I didn't sleep great after that, but it was probably the bear. Alright, it's late afternoon, and I've got to check in with the boss. I imagine I won't have a hell of a lot to do. Never actually read that before, so that was kind of cool.
Hey, sorry, guess I slept in.
You got a relaxing, 14 hours of sleep? Woo.
Wow.
Yeah, Jesus, I guess it's what, 6?
6:45.
Whoops.
Don't worry about it. That hike puts everyone out of commission for a day or two. But now that you're up, let me quickly get you acquainted with the job. There's a thing in the middle of your room with a round map on it. Do you see it?
Okay, yeah, I see it.
This is the Osborne Firefinder, invented in 1914 by W.B.
Osborne?
You use this to spot, you guessed it, What the fuck?
What is it?
Nothing. You use this to... Oh, fuck me!
Good God, language, lady.
Out your west-facing window. Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
It's out this way, alright.
Are those fucking
God, how do I not
fireworks?
know? Played this game. Just go outside. Just go outside. No, don't pick up the pine cone. Yeah, let's just turn the
I
lights
need you
on.
to confirm. Do you see that?
Hang on, Delilah. Good lord. How do I not know where the west-facing window is?
Seriously, are you seeing this?
Oh, there's a compass. Yeah, okay, I see it now.
Whoa,
Good
that's
lord.
not legal, right?
No. You need to get down there right now and stop them. Fire danger is through the fucking roof.
Is that really my job?
Your job is whatever I say it is. Look, the closest ranger is like 2 days away. Go down there and set him straight.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
Do you think you can handle that?
Do I write him a ticket?
Easy there, Dirty Harry.
Well,
Get going. You'll probably need a rope to get down the shale between you and the lake, if I remember right. There should be one in the supply box on the way. The code is 1234. It's actually that for all of them.
Secure.
secure.
Shut up.
Shut up. Alright, so now we are on our way over to, where was it at again? Let's see. We gotta go up towards Cache 306, which is westbound, so we gotta go this way. Let's fold up our map and start jogging down this way. See if we can get into, this little mishap that we're having with the fireworks here. So yeah, the dialogue between Delilah and Henry throughout this game is absolutely incredible. The voice actors for this game and just the options of dialogue had to have taken some serious time, and this game absolutely deserves every bit of praise that it ever received. So
So are there a lot of these out in the woods?
Yeah, we got them all over the Shoshone. They saved us a lot of back and forth from the trailhead. Don't take all the good stuff.
don't tell me what
Yeah,
to do.
all right. Do people lose their shit doing this job? There's a note that says a guy just left his post.
It happens, yeah. You're not gonna pop your top, are you, Henry?
I wasn't planning on it. Hey, there's a snack in here. Probably gonna eat it.
You definitely do not want to do that.
Already did.
Whatever's in there has been in there for years. That's how you get food poisoning.
Alright, so we copy the information, and we're good to go. So we're going to close that up. And we're going to continue our hike over here to these fireworks. A little bit of Firewatch firework action. That's stupid. Alright, so you can hear the fireworks in the distance, and it actually sounds incredible. Here I am praising the game again, but the sounds in this game are legitimately amazing. For such a small project, indie game, this is up with some of the AAA titles. You know, and I would debate that with anybody. The amount of detail in this game is just simply incredible. So there's no way you could pay me money to
This
do
shale
this in real
slide is
life.
steep. How do you expect me to get down this?
I don't remember it being that bad. It's not even named on our topos.
What about shitty boss is gonna get me killed hill?
Oh, is that Absorka Indian? Maybe Creek?
That's actually English for...
And get ready for it. Oh gosh, God, that's gotta hurt. Henry's dad bod is up to par though. He makes my dad bod look awful. I mean, just look at those arms, man.
Hey,
What the hell's wrong with you?
my shitty boss almost got me killed.
First, your boss is a delight. Secondly, Jesus. What
That's
exactly
probably my
happened?
favorite option to pick.
My
The other
rope
two don't really
snapped
get
coming
that
down
cool
the
with the
shale
dialogue,
slide.
I don't feel
You
like.
didn't break anything, did you?
No, I think I'll make it.
Well, be careful for Christ's sake.
It is a hell of a nice camping spot down here by the lake.
I haven't been down there in years, but yeah, Jonesy Lake area is perfect.
Got some beer cans.
You know what? Fuck it, I'm not the main. Finding a bunch of empty beer cans. They threw them all over hell.
The idiots down at the lake?
Yeah, them. Just found where they're
They got
hanging
their
out.
packs here tied up.
They left their packs tied up here.
Don't fuck with them. The last thing we need is some hikers filing a report about harassment.
Oh, look, they decided to have a campfire, too.
You know, they color-coded the fire danger signs in case people were illiterate. But I guess that doesn't take into account just plain stupid, does it?
Found the fireworks. They didn't even try to hide them.
Confiscate those. Oh, yes.
Well, confiscate them.
They left half a bottle of whiskey. Decent stuff.
Save that for later.
Drunk pyromaniacs. Fucking great.
Wait, did I drop it? Oh, okay. Oh, here we go.
I found a bra.
A nudie pyromaniac. Remain professional.
There are, panties.
They are what?
I don't want to say that word again.
Why, 'cause you're 12?
Pick him up. Oh, God, man. Man, there's friggin' party going on out here. Oh, yeah, here we go.
There's a...
Second.
Yes?
Just didn't even say.
There are 2 naked ladies out here.
Can you handle that?
Come on, I like naked ladies, same as anyone, but there's, you know,
2?
I found them in the lake.
Skinny dipping.
Yeah.
Is that a guy over there?
Oh boy. Enjoy dealing with that.
Don't pull any more shit or you're fucked, alright?
Don't
So
threaten us.
aggressive.
Yeah. Who the hell are you, creep?
It's kinda cool that they
These are
have
those lonely
names at the
guys
bottom.
Like to boss people around. Why do guys think it's all right to just stare at girls?
Look, I'm sorry for bothering you. Can you just knock it off, please?
Yeah, you should be. This is
Okay.
Oh, hey, put that down.
Whoops.
Staring at you asshole!
Light another firework and it won't be your stereo I wreck.
Oh, fuck you, psycho. Yeah, fuck you. You'll fucking pay for this. You can't just harass girls in the woods. Let's get out of here.
And just as quick as they came here, they are gone.
Hey, that go okay?
I might have got a little hot.
What's a little hot?
Hot.
Some of their personal property took a swim.
Ugh,
Well, I can't do anything about it now.
nope. Thanks for dealing with him, though. Seriously.
No problem.
Alright. So let's go back to the lookout for the evening. Yeah, some of the hiking in this game is incredible. This whole area, if it,
So,
in real life, would be incredible.
I have a bit of a confession to make.
Oh boy.
What is it?
Look, I was drunk last night when I welcomed you to the job.
Yeah, well, you're not the first boss to be guilty of that.
I know, I know I can get a little pushy, you know, putting you on the spot about why you're out here and stuff.
It's fine.
I'll keep that sort of a thing to a minimum. Anyway, let me know when you get back to your lookout.
Don't tell me what to do, Delilah. Alright, so we're pushing on through this little hike here to get back to our lookout. Ooh, a little bit of thunder.
Hey, I heard some thunder.
Yeah, I've got eyes on a storm out to the north.
Well, that's bad, right? Because of the lightning?
It just means we'll be busy. Hurry home and try not to get hit by lightning.
Yeah, I'm not sure I got a lot of choice in getting struck down.
Especially not with your electric personality.
Oh, I'm just gonna let her have that one.
So here's a little cash box. We're going to open it up with our very secure code. You're going to copy down that information. Let's see. definitely taking the flashlight.
Ah!
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I get the sense that not everything in here is useful.
In the boxes? Why's that?
I don't really know what I'll do with the deer horn.
Firstly, they're called antlers. And secondly, stay out here long enough and you'll get creative.
What's in this cave down here?
In Thunder Canyon?
Thunder Canyon? Hello? Hello? This cave is gated off.
It's to stop spelunkers from dying without getting the keys from the Forest Service office first.
Makes sense.
Although Debbie says she lost them like 3 years ago, so maybe its mysteries are locked away for good.
Oh, that's too bad. I used to go caving in Colorado a lot with someone. Would be really nice to pick that back up.
Fond memories, huh?
Big time. I'll keep an eye out for those keys.
Don't hold your breath.
Whoa, there it is.
There's some guy out here giving me the creeps.
The creeps? Wait, he's looking at you? Is he doing anything else?
I
There's
don't
a storm.
think so.
Henry, there's something someone should have
Gosh,
told you
this is
about
where
this
things start
area.
getting creepy.
What is it?
It's outside.
Come on.
The whole thing. And people come and go as they please. It's madness.
Yeah, okay. I get it.
Look, bumping into someone in the middle of nowhere is part of the fun.
It's fun, but it's creepy to her. I don't get that. Weird. There's a lot of weird things that happen in this game. If you have not seen it, you'll see it coming up. Let's get on up here and get out of this storm. Last thing you want to be is stuck in a storm in the middle of nowhere. God, I gotta tell you what, Henry's stamina is just insane. Bad idea.
I don't think there's any fictional character I hate more than Forrest Burns.
Henry, as an employee of the Forest Service, that is treason.
So this generator is all the power I've got out here.
Yep, it doesn't go through much gas, and, well, you don't have much in the way of electronics,
Here we
so...
go.
What can I do for you?
Well, my typewriter is on the ground, outside of my tower.
You right?
Yeah, look, the wind? No. How the hell?
You should get inside.
Fuck
Here
me.
we go.
Someone broke in.
They what?
They wrecked the place. Threw my typewriter out the window. Motherfucker.
Holy shit. I'll let the Forest Service know what happened.
The place is trashed. I can't believe this shit. You hear anything yet? My fucking sheets are gone.
They stole your sheets? That's just... Okay, I put in a call.
That was fast.
Yeah, well, do you have any idea who could have done this?
Maybe that guy I saw in the canyon, but I don't know why the fuck he'd want to mess with my stuff.
Well, I'll have the Rangers keep an eye out for a man hiking on his own and question him if they find him. I can't believe someone would do this. I worry about bears and fires, and that's about it. And now I've got to worry about some deranged hiker going after lookouts? Great. Okay, in the morning I'm gonna call my friend Patty, who works the desk down in Cody. They keep a list of everyone who's officially been in and out of the trailhead since, I don't know, forever, and see if we can get a list of names. We won't get much, but at least if anything else happens, we can refer to it and see if anything comes up.
Thanks.
I need you to feel safe out here.
Yeah.
Just point me to the Forest Service weapons cache and I'll feel safer than the Pope in his little car.
Yeah, someone made the choice years ago that leaving people with infinite amounts of alone time and a gun was kind of a bad idea.
Grenades?
Well, guys,
I'll see what I can do.
that's going to wrap it up there. Hope you enjoyed the first playthrough of Firewatch. We'll see you in the next episode.